My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice to Roll, the queerest Pathfinder podcast on the planet, where we ask the hard questions like, what new damage types should be added to Pathfinder?
Dick damage.
Okay, that's bludgeoning. Damage is from the source of the damage, not the thing that damage is done to.
I think they should add slashing damage.
Okay. I regret to inform you they have slashing damage.
Okay, well then I think they should add bludgeoning damage.
They already have bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Here's
then
the
I
thing.
think they should add piercing damage.
We're going to be here for a while, it seems. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. When the Pathfinder Remaster came out, they added some new damage types, holy, damage, and unholy, void, and vitality. That's great. Technically, they were replacing existing stuff, but we like to see new damage types. But I have recently been made aware that those bastards at Wizards of the Coast have actually got one up on us. In that, in one of their campaigns, Wilds of Witchlight, or whatever the fuck.
Yes! I heard about this.
The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is it's a fairy tale campaign where whimsical stuff happens, right? The campaign starts with a pie-eating contest, and one of the damage types you can take during that is a brand new damage type called custard damage.
Yes.
Custard damage.
It never shows up anywhere else, but it is a new damage type. And you know I am loath to allow Wizards of the Coast to get one up on us. So,
they actually have 2 up on us because there's another one and it's blueberry damage.
The blueberry damage from the blueberry dragon, I don't count that as canon because that was from some bullshit source. It was for charity. And you know I hate charity.
This guy hates charity.
I have one, and it's not. It wouldn't be part social damage. Not the same as mental damage.
Okay, tell me about social damage.
It wouldn't be with your 8. You'd have to have another mechanic about it because this would not be relevant in a campaign where you're just killing things. But it would be relevant in a campaign like Hell's Rebels, for example, because you need to be popular.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to make Thrune unpopular in that. That is spoilers for Hell's Rebels. You or your group. It'd kind of be like you could use it a couple ways, but you'd have like your social HP or your social like points, and you could either like rumors or people saying the truth or whatever about somebody would make it go down or up, and like if it goes down completely, no one will fucking trust you and you lose.
I'd like to say, Dave, I came here trying to like just pitch goofy damage, and you just came at me with a fully constructed TTRPG subsystem, and I've got to say I'm impressed. You can have a hero point because you've out Pizza the Hut in this case.
Thank you.
No way.
I will be taking that. I will.
Okay.
Oh my god, I have 3.
What other damage types are there though? We've got to innovate.
Emotional.
That's mental damage.
No. I don't think it is.
so.
I want to make the argument that it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because mental damage, just like, in my brain, that's that, like, your brain. It's like you are fried, and it does not have to do with emotions. It has to do with, like, your capacity to, like, comprehend, I guess.
Right. So you're saying emotional damage being more about, like, your feelings getting hurt or being afraid?
Yeah, and Silk rolled a fucking crit against
Like-
Jarek.
God. Yeah, like, I'm not sure if a will save would definitely work along the lines of, like, heartbreak damage, as an example.
Yeah.
You know
You know what
what?
I mean?
As well, that's a pretty... I could see that because a lot of stuff in Pathfinder, you're like, oh, you gotta save against effects of emotional damage, or that do, like, emotion effects. Or you could make it emotional damage and just get resistance to it. Way easier. Simple.
That'd be so fun for, like, a Valentine's Day one-shot.
Yeah.
That's cute,
okay.
actually.
Okay.
You're
Fucking
welcome.
Ritz and Luna also get a hero point, I guess. Because I'm being out pizzaed. I have to come up with something funny.
I also have 3 now.
Oh shit.
Together,
Yeah, me
I will
too.
keep us all alive.
I'm being too liberal with my fucking... Okay.
To be fair, I haven't used a hero point in a while.
Okay, you know what? I've got you. Since it looks like a lot of the damage types we're talking about, we're not talking about, like, energy or, like, knives or stuff, because, like, that's covered, right? You know what? Energy drink damage.
Energy drink damage?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I looked to the left, there was an empty kind of monster, and I was like, alright, I can salvage this. No, junk
Hey,
food
man.
damage, right? Junk food damage. You've been
Ugh.
eating too much of those fucking pot noodles.
Nutritional damage.
Nutritional damage! You've been eating too
Well,
much
okay.
of those fucking junk
Here's-
foods.
Here's my pitch for energy drink / nutritional damage. It gives
Okay.
you temporary hit points for a certain amount of time, and then
Okay.
you double that number, and then you do that damage to yourself.
You get the drained condition times 3. Shit, that would be such a good
Yeah,
spell.
after like 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have time
And it's
for
also
one more.
very risky to get resistance from it because there are people
Oh,
who
fuck
can
me.
stomach that kind of caffeine, but it's highly risky to do so.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
problem is, if I have too much caffeine in a week, it immediately stops working well on me. So I'm like, oh fuck, and I have to wean myself off. Because I just stop being awake. I get sleepy. Come on, we have one more cool one we can do. Let's think. Something out there, something new, something that'll help us just once and for all say fuck off 5e, right?
Twink damage.
Tell me about twink damage.
Twink damage is when
Mm-hmm.
if you culminate too many hits against your twink save, you experience twink death.
I was gripping at the like fabric of my like my pants leg near my knees, going, oh fuck. And then you said twink that, and I was like, ugh, and I gripped even harder. So I guess I took twink damage. I really did think, Ritz, that you were going to say when I target Silk too often that he takes twink damage. And he
does, but he has infinite twink HP.
Yeah, he's got too much twink HP. That's the curse of being an elf.
That's what's gonna happen is that he gets really old and he exclusively gets the lines around the eyes that people give to old people anime characters when they can't draw old people.
Yeah.
Real. They're like, wrinkles, what are those? I'll
He's
draw
gonna
a line
age like
under
an
his eye.
anime woman.
That's what I'm saying.
When he's old, he's gonna look like that bitch from Dandadan.
That actually goes hard.
He's gonna grow tits? Oh fuck. Okay,
No, he's not gonna grow fucking tits.
Man.
He's flat as a board. Look at him.
Please?
No.
I don't think that's
Please?
happening.
Here,
we have to stop.
I'll compromise with you. I'll put him in drag, and he can have fucking fake big naturals.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's play the game. Okay. Do we want to play some Pathfinder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we last left our adventurers in the Abomination vaults, the Fogfen few came face to face with the Cowarty devils, a pair of fallen angels with scripture carved into their skin. As they fought above a magma pit, our heroes were able to destroy the blighted creatures. And retrieve a letter from Dr. Willowmire. As they continued to the south, they realized that they had been very much so tired out by this encounter, and decided that they would go rest with the kobolds before making their way to defeat Urevian. On the way, they encountered Dr. Willowmire, or should I say, Veknir the Instigator, who was indeed slain. Now, the four of you find yourselves with Tsunemi in the Kobold Barracks, where Ulrich has cast a cozy cabin spell to keep you all safe. But you know, when you have all slept for the night, you will be making your way towards the office of the Fistophilus, and be ready to take this contract devil to court, once and for all. So everyone, are we happy to hop in like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ulrich, Fiore, and Silk. The three of you awaken from your sleep inside a cottage. The pillows are comfy, the air is cool, and the windows open into a dusty, dark barrack. You can see that there are kobolds all around, starting to do their morning work. Some of them are scampering out on all fours out of the door to do their chores. Others are cleaning the barracks. It seems no one came here overnight to check in on you. Unless they did! Because you're still in the dungeon for another day. Guess who's still in the dungeon as well? Let me roll a d6. Hey, as long as you guys don't get a 6, it should be fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got something.
Dude,
I don't like
Don't worry
the
about
way
it.
you said that, but okay.
we're gonna open the door and he's gonna be there and he's gonna kill all of us and then the kobolds.
Well, as you guys come to wake up, it is a fairly small cabin, so I reckon, like, at most, I think you're probably in the same room, and I do reckon there's probably only 2 beds. Thankfully, Silk is able to kind of, I would imagine, coil around Ulrich.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna say that no
yeah.
matter what, no matter how many beds there are, Silk is sleeping with Ulrich.
Tsunemi probably fell asleep in a chair facing the door with her crossbow, just in case.
Okay, because I think that Fiore and Tsunemi should have been sleeping in the same bed, but not like one of them is facing one way and the other is facing the complete other way.
Yeah, like toe to head, head to toe, right? Well, you're all waking up. How are you doing as you're all kind of like preparing some breakfast together before you make your way to take on Urevian?
Silk is hanging off of Ulrich. He's not a morning person. That's all.
Well, the thing about Ulrich is that Ulrich is kind of a morning person, so he's a bit more awake than Silk. Probably making sure that everything is intact for the fight against Urevian.
Fiore is a morning person, so he's been up and he's fine.
I think Tsunemi is taking the chance to fucking relax for once in her life, because earlier she was hanging upside down from manacles for like a while, and then she was almost dropped in magma. So I think she is kind of being lazy this morning, watching as the rest of you are like preparing breakfast.
I don't think any of us are mad about that.
Yeah.
Deserved, yeah.
So I'm letting you guys tell me how your morning goes before you stomp over the deal with Urevian.
I think Fiore probably starts the cooking by himself. Like he is totally willing to have people help. He would be cooking and preparing things himself. The first thing that he does is pray, but after that, yeah.
Oh. Silk is backseat cooking. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of like standing or sitting there, and he's like, "You should use this. That should be done a little bit longer."
I know. I'm not done cooking it.
Just making sure.
I'm not mad. He's like smiling. He's like got an eyebrow raised. He's like, "Do you want to cook it yourself?"
No.
All right.
It's just nice to have somebody else cook. I always cook for myself.
Well, you can come over whenever you want, you know.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Both of my parents cook really well, so.
I'm sure your goodness would welcome a break from my food, either way.
Plus, you actually have eaten their cooking before.
I have?
Yeah, when I bring lunches, they make those.
Oh,
Shit, that sandwich I had yesterday was the best fucking sandwich I ever had.
That's Mom.
So, what's the plan today? We're gonna shoot Urevian in the face?
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully multiple times.
Silk starts fucking counting his bullets so he doesn't run out of them.
Well, like, do we have a plan? Is it just shoot him until he's dead?
Well,
Well,
usually we just kind of go into it to fight. And just battle.
pretty much. I mean, we could coordinate, yes, but generally, we go until they're down.
Yeah, pretty much. I know that he'll be weak to the damage that I inflict.
Right. Holy stuff, right?
Yeah. Plus, my sword kind of... He lifts it. Like, he unsheathes it a little bit, and it shines. It's silver that they're weak to, right? Out of character?
Well, they will resist everything but silver.
Okay. Plus, my sword will automatically change into the best weapon type for it.
I know Rosa Oria kind of glints, almost like it can hear you, and it's like, And
Fantastic stuff.
Tsunemi kind of like shrugs, says, what about the rest of you? Do you have like silver weapons? Do you have ways to like get past his devil stuff? Because I really want to kick his ass, that smug asshole.
Well, silver bullets are much too expensive, but he like kind of twists his pistol around his finger, and he's like, the outer carriage is made of silver.
Is that going to do anything?
If I whip him across the face, yes.
Are you going to whip him across the face? She kind of sits up a little bit interested. Like, oh, maybe.
I've done it before, I'll do it again.
Okay, well, shit. Can't be interested then. And I think she kind of like grits her teeth. She gets up. She takes of some of the food that you made, Fiore, and she says, "So when are we heading out?"
Whenever everybody is ready and prepared. I've already prepared everything that I need to. I've prayed and I've gotten everything up to polished and fixed everything.
I have all my spells.
Weapons and arrows ready. I have my focus. I'm all set.
I guess the sooner we get it done with, the better.
Okay, well, should we get out there and kick some ass or what?
Yeah.
I guess.
Let's go before Silk gets too lazy.
I'm not lazy, I just like my relaxation. Believe me, I would love to kill Urevian. He's a bitch.
Then let's go deal with
And
that.
he pissed me off.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, he pissed me off by trying to even bargain with me, so. Agreed. Let's head out.
It's just generally a bit of a brat to talk to.
After they leave the actual cabin, Fiore thanks the kobolds very graciously for their hospitality.
Oh.
He's left them with like a little bit of like he's cooked their food in a way that it will keep for a little bit, so they'll have nice food for a little bit, you know.
Cute.
I think as you're leaving, Grand Matriarch Helgra the Infernal, she sees this food and says, "Get this surface-dweller food out of here!" And everyone's like, "Yes!" And they all, fucking devour it. And she shakes her stick at you and says, "Intruders! We did not welcome you here!" Go.
All right, we're getting out. We'll let you know when it's safe.
And Helgra has some kobolds shut the door, and they will stay here for a while. You notice, by the way, that there are no patrolling devils coming for you. There are no monsters preparing to kick your ass. In fact, the already quite silent floor of the prison is even quieter now. One has to wonder if that means that the only devils left on this floor are Urevian and whoever else is in there.
That's crazy.
Well, I suppose it won't be any trouble getting around.
Yeah. I feel
Shall
like
we?
we've been here... Yeah. I feel like we've been here both for too long and such a short time.
It's much too long, believe me. I do not want to spend the night in the dungeon again.
You just don't know how...
Stinks.
You just live fancily.
I showered.
Live fancy.
I washed my hair for the first time in months today. I'm happy.
I'm glad.
Months?
You think they were washing me? I was hepped upside down. Okay, whatever.
I guess it's not surprising they don't have any class, but whatever. I just like to shower every day.
They have plenty of class when it's fucking decorating their fucking offices or whatever, but not for keeping their prisoners.
That's why they're devils.
Precisely.
As you are finishing talking, you come back up to the scary door behind which Urevian is hiding. This large set of doors, it is engraved with pentagrams and shimmering with infernal energy. And there is a hollowed out pentagram on the wall. You have 4 of the keys, but one is missing, held by Urevian himself. You guys know that in order to, undo this, you're going to need to mimic the unholy energy of this last wall, which will need a little bit of magical experimentation.
My name is Edwin.
What?
I made the mimic.
I said the word mimic and you guys fucking ADHD brain rotted on me. Come on,
I have
do
autism.
do better.
It's a good thing we have a wizard scholar here whose whole thing is experimenting with shit.
Actually,
Okay.
that place.
Well, Silk, do you want to walk up and try do some weird magic? Try figure out how to open this thing?
And do some weird science.
Okay. Well, everyone give your pendants to Silk, and Silk slot them in.
He does, one at a time. He leaves the top one, the empty slot, for symmetry's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Just more appealing that way. And would I be rolling occultism? Or religion or arcana?
Probably religion, you would estimate. You kind of trace your finger over the shimmering energy and it gives a nasty feedback. You reckon this thing is... I think after a little bit of study, I'm not going to make you roll a check for it, but I think what you figure out is that this door, any devil who is carrying one of those pendant pieces, if they cast Translocate while holding the piece and then touching the door, they can teleport to the other side, right? To actually open the door and end this whole ritual, you would need all 5 pendants. But that's not really in the devil's interest. To create this effect in the first place, you reckon it would require a ritual that takes a year to complete. So they probably did this a long, long time ago, and it's never been opened.
Yeah. Jesus.
So, if you want to try Silk, you can roll me a religion check to mimic that unholy energy and kind of, I guess, close the circuit.
I would like to do this. So I'm going to roll religion.
Okay, Silk, you touch the door and you kind of put your finger in the top corner to try reroute that hellfire through. And what happens is, as you're doing so, suddenly you feel a kind of click in your head, and you're like, that doesn't feel good. And then the next thing you know, you are completely engulfed in hellfire. That is 28 fire damage to you. And you are going to be stupefied for 1 hour.
Oh my god!
So, Fiore and Ulrich, you two watch as Silk is suddenly just fucking incinerated on the spot. Fire explodes out of the door and singes him up, and he's stumbling back, holding his head. I think his eyes are like a sickly... I think his eyes are like a sickly gold, like sulfur. He does not look well for a moment.
Oh my god!
Holy shit. Tsunemi kind of steps forward. What the fuck was that?
Fiore immediately put Castle on hands. Like, it's literally like a reflex.
Thank you.
Okay, that's 24 healing back, meaning you are missing 4 HP, Silk, but, you know.
Whatever.
It's fine. What's 4 HP?
Okay, well that didn't work.
What's more worrying is the yellow eyes. Silk, you have the most pounding migraine.
Yeah, he's got like his hands on his head and he's like groaning.
What Stupefied does, just as a reminder, is not only do you have a -1 on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks, but also anytime you cast a spell, you need to make a flat check or the spell will be disrupted.
Jesus.
Should we wait a fucking hour?
I mean, unless one of you has a way to remove this effect.
Yeah, because I certainly do not.
Checking something.
Silk like goes to fucking sit down on one of the walls.
Not unless it's a curse, disease, or a poison.
Unfortunately, I don't believe it is. And hey, Silk, you were pretty confident with what you were doing too.
Yeah.
Which is to say, that was not a crit fail.
Hooray.
It could be a lot worse.
I'm not touching that again.
Let's take a minute to regroup and figure out what to do, okay?
I think Tsunemi kind of like looks at you and says, I mean, how much do you even know about unholy stuff, though? Like, you're a wizard, aren't you? Like, all about arcane shit?
Yes, but I'm smart. And I study a lot.
I guess.
Not
But,
a
like-
priest of anything by any means, but...
I mean, you could try again, but are we going to have to, like, wait until this weird sulfur headache clears up?
I'm not trying again.
I think
what-
that we should, because if we don't, then Silk is going to be not at his best for a fight that I don't think is going to be easy.
Well, then shit, what are we going to do? There's no other way in. You guys spent ages getting pendants, right?
Yeah, we did.
As of right now, there's no other way that we can work around. They've probably done this and thought about it for a very long time.
If you wanted to try Fiore, be my guest.
I'm gonna look around before I start doing anything, but I'm gonna take a look at this, okay?
Fiore, I have bad news.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that door and it kind of swirls in your eyes, and it just makes perfect sense to you. This, for you, would be child's play. It's diabolic, after all. This is your heritage. This is your ancestry. You are welcomed by this. Okay, he's charging away at full speed away from it.
He walks away from it and he goes, I don't want to look at that right now.
You good?
Ugh, I didn't like that. I'm fine. I don't have a sulfur headache or anything.
Yeah, I didn't see you get, like, incinerated or anything.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to actually do anything first. I just didn't like that it didn't... I don't know, it was looking into me. I didn't like that.
Or were you looking into it?
That's crazy.
I mean, shit, if you're the one who's able to do this, then you should do it, right? She looks at the rest of you like, it just makes sense, right?
Sure, but still, Silk is down for the count. I don't know if we should fight when he's not feeling well.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Ulrich sits by Silk.
I go to sleep.
He fucking rests his head and he fucking closes his eyes.
Would you like to wait an hour? It does not seem like there's anything down here. But there will be something that happens if you wait an hour. I'm just not going to say what.
Oh, good.
Our best friend.
Thank you.
Okay. If you rest for an hour, right?
Yeah. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Fiore does pray for about 10 of those minutes so that he can get that last focus point back.
Well, you do hear at some point stomping. Metal stomping. But it's coming from the floor above, and it never reaches down these stairs. Someone was coming down the stairway, but they did not hear you. They did not catch you.
That happens and Fiore makes a face.
The fuck was that?
Somebody that you really, 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 really don't want to meet. Like, I cannot tell you how badly you don't want to meet this guy.
You know what? You're right. I don't. Don't fucking tell me.
Good. You don't want to know.
Silk, after a while, that headache leaves, and you are no longer stupefied. That sucked. You, I think, were probably able to be healed for those last missing 4 HP at some point during that. It was an hour of resting. Yeah,
I mean, Fiore literally could have just been like, boop, another time, and then prayed another 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Tsunemi spent that hour pacing.
She's real. She's real for that.
At the end of that, Silk is like, okay, I'm fine now. And gets up.
It just at some point, Silk goes from his sad, uncomfortable sprite to his perfectly fine sprite and goes, I'm fine.
There's like a sparkle effect.
Back to normal.
Okay.
I feel gorgeous.
Well, you were the whole time.
I know.
So, what's the plan? Does Silk want to try again, or?
Fuck no.
I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm just,
I see you backing up and towards the thing and then pulling back and then going up to it and then pulling back.
I'll tell you what, Fiore, I won't even be mad that you could do it and I couldn't. I'd be really impressed, and you're going to look really hot doing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to tell Evan all about it.
Stop! Not stop. He looks like not uncomfortable.
He's going to be
he looks
so
deeply
impressed.
embarrassed. His face is turning redder, if you could imagine that. Like, it's an actual feat of nature that he is so red that his cheeks are redder. I mean, I was gonna do it. I just don't want to. I really, really don't want to.
I know, but it's either that or we don't do anything about Urevian and the entire town dies.
I hope the sun's out.
No
when I
pressure.
get back up there. Okay. Thank you, Silk. Thank you so much, Silk.
Again, I will be telling Evan.
Who the fuck's Evanware? Tsunemi leans to you, Ulrich.
Ulrich makes like a unsure noise / shrugging motion. Friend, we'll say that.
Oh, got it. She clicks. She clicks like a finger gun at you.
Right, and Ulrich steps towards Fiore. It's like,
no more gossiping, please.
she's like, I don't want to push that subject while Fiore's standing right there. Puts a hand on Fiore's shoulder, like, do you want some support on this? I could try.
No, I don't want to risk that for both of you are spellcasters, and it's better if it happens to me than somebody else anyways, because I can handle myself. I need a drink. And then he's going to do it.
Okay. Fiore, will you make me a religion check? Fiore, that's going to be a failure unless you use 0 point.
I'll use one of my 3.
You rolled fuck-ass low.
Well,
I don't want to do this for another hour.
Fiore, you put your finger, to the exact nexus. You feel that buzzing sensation and that same click Silk did, but you don't make the fatal mistake Silk made. You don't pull away. You allow unholy energy to sink through you into your veins, using you as a conductor, like lightning going through copper. And everyone sees Fiore as his hair begins to rustle and his capelet begins to kind of blow, and suddenly there is this awful noise that comes out of the field. It is the sound of hot metal being put into a block of ice, and you see that field rippling, and Fiore's hand is beginning to push through it onto the metal itself, and Fiore's hands settle onto the door, which means that it is up to his forearm in unholy energy. And then, Fiore, you push. And the doors swing open. And the field is destroyed.
He pulls away from that, and he's like he's praying over his arm. He's like really uncomfortable. He's like, I hated that. Ugh. There's like it's like all of his line art shivers up his body.
Oh dear.
Ugh. That was terrible.
Poor thing.
I don't want to think about that anymore. Thank you. The door is open.
Hey, should we go kick his ass?
Absolutely.
Finally be done with it.
Okay. You guys step into the office of Urevian. Let's be honest, it's a nice office. I hate to tell you, it's a nice office. It is a natural chamber of stone, like a little cavern. And it runs north to south with an enormous stone double door as its only exit, the one you just came through. Lit braziers cast strange shadows on the walls, bathing the room in a sinister light. Bookshelves and a sturdy desk, accompanied by neatly rolled up scrolls and stacks of parchment, fill an alcove to the north. And you see Urevian is not alone. The Phistophilis Devil is poring over contracts and legal writing with 2 other creatures. If anyone would like to make me a recall knowledge check to figure out what's going on with these strange humanoids with ashy grey skin and blood red eyes.
Sure.
Okay, you actually all know what these are. Maybe you've read about them, maybe you've heard about stories. These are hellbound attorneys. Hellbound attorneys are essentially devil lawyers. They're the ones who will argue for a soul to be damned in the courts of the Boneyard, right? They're the ones who are like, well, yes, this person ran charity for their lives, but on this date at this time, they taught impure thoughts, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it really doesn't. These are the prosecutors of hell. And right now, they would appear to be this contract devil's paralegals.
Mm.
And you see Urevian is like kind of discussing with them, being like, look, we've run into a bit of a hitch. The summoning room has kind of had a bit of a slowdown. The Coartes twins are gone. And yes, I understand, so are the armies themselves, but surely we have something that'll be worth something to at least... Can we get Balzibul from the 7th layer, surely? No, Balzibul says he's not interested in helping. We can do better than Mammon. Mammon has rejected you, sir. We can't go to this Dispater, that's ridiculous. We can do better than this. Sir, I think we should be really considering all avenues here, rather than rejecting some of them. No. Dispater, Barbatos, first and second, we can do better than that. We are raising an army here. We don't need their kind of low-rank help. Let's get something flashy, something that'll scare away the populace. Have we contacted Belial? Several times, sir, at your insistence. The summoning room is down, and our armies are depleted. We need something to deal with the present problem of the heroes in this dungeon. You do that, and I think there's like like they all freeze. And the paralegals, as it were, with their shockingly red hair, by the way, slide out of the way, and there is Urevian. He kind of like looks down at you guys, and he grimaces, and he throws his arms open and says, well, if it isn't a Fogfen few. How did you get past the door? Good to see you. Back to negotiating table, it would seem.
There's no more negotiation.
The
only negotiation that you have is to surrender. And I don't think you're gonna take that.
And I see you've got Sinemi, the bounty hunter here. Yeah. She kind of spits. And he says, I'm sure y'all are already familiar with her checkered past and her run from the law, etc., etc. She killed several people and stole thousands of gold. You all know this, right?
That's just not relevant right now.
No one's perfect.
Okay, well...
And she's not threatening our home. There's that sticking point. Never thought of that.
Well, it seems you're really driving a hard bargain here. I think you are underestimating how much I need the Rajani's soul. So how about we talk openly about new levels of negotiation? I'm thinking full-on treason. How about I tell you about Belcora's weaknesses, how to permanently dispel her? I can get all of this and more for you.
Oh, wow, you're desperate.
You're throwing a lot of big names out there. What? Can't find any charity?
I don't rely on charity, my friends. I rely on results. And right now, I'm really starting to look for some results. And I don't want to have to kill y'all. Look, it's simple as that. If it came down to a fight, I would wipe the floor with you guys. So,
funny.
As you are aware of the danger you are now facing yourselves in, even with Sinemi here on your side, I offer one last updated version of our agreement. Y'all leave here and bring me Carmen Rajani in chains, and in return, we will draft up that devil army nonetheless, and we will send them into the lowest levels of the Abomination vaults, and I will tell you about the very real weakness Belcora has. You guys don't know about the fulcrum lenses, do you? You don't? Well, isn't that a lovely surprise? I can tell you all more, and about how to properly use it, and to end the spectral calamity facing Otari. I won't leave this plane until I have personally made sure that Belcora is destroyed. So how about it?
Interesting offer.
I'm not bringing you Carmen Rajani's soul.
God damn it, but why?
I wouldn't bring you anyone's soul. 1, you're a liar.
Guilty.
I know. 1, you're a liar. 2, you're not as strong as you think you are. Or say you are. I don't know if you believe it or if you're just saying it. 1 is pretty similar to 2. Why are you this desperate?
Guys, you're acting like you've never met a lawyer before.
I haven't.
Good one.
Never needed one.
And if you ever did need one,
I would hire a living, normal one.
okay. Well. This is a tricky situation. But maybe then we can upgrade our agreement further. What else is it that you might need? Do you understand that you have right here, and he pulls out a contract, I have the ability to cast the wish ritual. Anything it is that you want. In reality, you could have.
I don't need anything.
Why don't we just fucking kill this guy? Why are we standing here? He's not going to make the first move. He's going to keep negotiating.
I just kind of want to know what else
That's
is
true.
He's going to keep yapping at you forever.
Okay, well,
I know, but at the same time...
Are y'all discussing my agreement?
Yes, we are. Hold on.
Yes, we are.
Give us 1 minute. It's very tempting.
Do you not understand how fucking hilarious this is?
The hellbound attorneys start kind of shifting around. Oh, it's real funny, yeah. It was really funny when he fucking put me upside down for months as well.
Give me a minute, and then we'll fight. Just get ready. Stay subtle, okay?
Everyone make me a perception check. Okay. Silk! The motherfucker is quietly casting buff spells on himself!
Silk pulls out his gun.
And he goes, shit.
Biding your fucking time, not in front of me, bitch.
I won't hesitate, bitch!
And unfortunately he grunts and says, you know, I really do want to work something out with y'all, and if I have to beat you senseless to do it, then so be it.
I'll cut you a deal. How about your head on a platter?
No dice, my friend. And everyone, I'd like you to roll me initiative, please.
Dice will roll will return after these messages.
I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does, without me lifting a finger. So I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
We now return to Dice Will Roll.
Okay, so, top of the order, Silk Witch Helm, it is your turn. You see Urevian has already started casting some spells on himself, bastard that he is. His Hellbound attorneys are jumping, ready to pull you into combat. I will also say, just so you know, Urevian rolled initiative with his deception modifier. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's cute.
So, what the fuck do you do?
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Roll me a reflex save.
That is going to be a 39.
Bitch, the fuck?
Hey, yeah, Silk, you pull out your gun, you grin, you shoot a lightning bolt, and the lightning surges towards Urevian, and then he fucking Castlevania Dracula teleport sidesteps.
Ugh.
And like there's like a gush of wind, his papers scatter everywhere, and he says, now, why don't we be rational here and discuss a little bit more? I'm sure you want to kill Belcora more than you want to kill me.
Hand of the apprentice.
That is a hit. That is a 31 to hit. Roll me that damage.
Oh, yeah, okay. That'll be 16 damage.
Okay. A bullet of arcane energy shoots through him as he is blabbing. And that is going to be a little less than that, I will say. That is going to be 11 damage to him.
Yippee!
He takes that and he grunts a little bit as like the bullet bounces into him, and he shakes his head and says, "For goodness sake, can we not talk about this?" And before anything else, Ulrich, it's your turn.
I feel like the time for talking is over, and you're not the only one who can buff. Ulrich is going to Fortissimo composition immediately for a rallying anthem.
Okay, good call.
So this is going to be a performance check against the highest will DC of the composition's target. So 26.
Okay, Ulrich, you are playing loudly and powerfully, and magic is infused in your music.
And he's actually playing on the war drums.
Oh shit! Okay, and I think you see Urevian scowl, and he says, "How barbaric! Come on." He's more of a fiddle guy, you see. So you have the drums out, and that was one action to cast a uber-powered Fortissimo composition thing, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So everyone here feels quite a bit stronger. So that'll be a +2 to everyone's AC. That's really strong. Okay. And I think you have one action left? No, you have 2 actions left, right?
2 actions, because Fortissimo is a free action. And those 2 actions, Ulrich, taking a pause in his music, is going to put a hand on Fiore and cast Heroism.
Ooh. Oh shit, okay. Tell me about Heroism, because that is the buff spell, for what it's worth.
So while Ulrich is playing, I think it's a charge of, I want to say maybe golden energy that emanates from the drums onto Ulrich's hands. And when he touches Fiore's shoulder, it's sort of like a burst that funnels into Fiore and makes him glow golden.
Oh my god, he's gone Super Saiyan.
A little bit. Well, not with like the energy pulse or anything, but it's just like the golden glow. There's no window.
Yeah, there's like a glimmer to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now Fiore has +1 stat bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks, and the duration is 10 minutes.
Yeah, so this is basically a beefed up courageous anthem that goes on one person and does not need to be like kept going. It just happens. And Fiore, you feel empowered. You feel like you can and will rip this man to shreds.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbie. Sorry.
And it, Ulrich, as this comes to an end, you take a look over Fiore, and it is Fiore's turn. Fiore, how are you doing right now? Because, wow, this is a lot, right?
It's kind of like, you know, it kind of feels like he's on an adrenaline high. Like, it's just like he feels in control of himself. It feels like he has control of adrenaline and he's manipulating it right now, is how he feels. I'm gonna cast 2 times in one turn.
Okay, go for it. So you're gonna need to roll with our little wellspring magic thing. You're gonna need to make that check twice, then.
I don't even give a fuck, man. I'll take it.
You could also willingly fail it if you wanted.
I don't know. I'm scared. What if it's bad? I haven't actually had enough. I haven't done it like that in a while, so I'm thinking about it, but I am kind of nervous.
Would you do it for a hero point?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking bribe.
Yeah.
They call me Shaggy.
I'm only doing it once, though. So
I'm sorry.
I'm casting. Okay.
Bushy hair.
Everyone stop and what was that? I'm scared. Anyway, I'm casting Sure Strike.
Okay. Fiore, coagulating with your golden glow is a whole lot of, I would say, hell energy, because you call it sharp in the past, but I don't think it's quite the same you're noticing as the hell energy around you. This isn't hell energy, this is you energy.
Yeah.
It's magic. It is neither good or evil. It just is.
And then he breathes in. And then he, it's kind of like, you know the way that you could make a cross with your fingers or a hand, or you could make the symbol of a religion, like it's kind of like, it looks kind of like Sarenrae's symbol with his hand, and he pushes, and he casts Holy Light. Okay,
holy shit! As you are mixing all this magic together into one extremely powerful blast, it crackles out of you, out of control, and Tsunemi behind you goes, "What the fuck?" And she's kind of stumbling back, and let's see what happens, shall we? Roll D100. That's gonna be a 56. Oh my god. Well, okay. You get mental broadcast. For 1 minute, everyone within 30 feet of you can hear your surface thoughts.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fiore, what are your thoughts at this exact moment?
Okay. I wish it was something more interesting or deeper, but it's a prayer. It is literally it is a prayer to Sarenrae. It is him basically saying to cleanse his unholy energy with her light. Like it is prayer.
So this guy is a devil. He will not take all of this damage. He's only going to take 5d6 if it hits, because he's immune to fire. But that 5d6 spirit damage will be holy, and he doesn't like that stuff. So why don't you roll me the attack roll twice, and you take the higher result.
30.
30 is a hit. Roll me 5d6 spirit damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be 42 damage against him. He is a devil, so he's immune to fire damage, but he is weak to holy damage. So total, that's going to be 28 damage to him. As that holy light sears into him, he stumbles back again and goes, "Ah! You're not listening to me. I don't want to have to hurt you, but at this point, I really will."
Fiori's thinking, I don't want to talk to him. I want him to die. Oh my god. Really, shut up.
Snoop looks at you guys like, "Are you fucking hearing this?
What?
I thought he was a fucking champion. Why can't I hear his voice in my head?"
What?
Oh,
He goes,
And
oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god, is he like okay? And before anything else, suddenly you hear a voice and it says, "Let me see. Silk Witchhelm, Witchhelm. You," and one of the Hellbound attorneys steps forward and is going to make an opening statement.
Oh my god.
The attorney enumerates the crimes of a creature they can see and makes a legal lore check against your will DC.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Okay.
And this one points at you and says, "On your file, we have several hefty counts of fraud against the College of Mysteries in Absalom. You are defrauding your own mother, your flesh and blood, for thousands of gold under the impression that you are continuing your studies here in the town of Otari, when in reality, the only time you have picked up a textbook since you arrived is in relation to your studies for the Abomination vaults themselves, which are not covered under the essays, under the agreements made by you to the College of Mysteries."
Okay, well, fuck you.
And that's going to be a legal lore check against your will DC. That's a 33 against your will DC. That is a success. And her eyes narrow a bit and says, "Gotcha." And then what she's going to do is she is going to rush you. She spends 2 actions running up to you, Silk, and then in her hand, that cane she is wielding is not a cane. She unsheaths it, and you see it is a fucking sword. And she is going to stab you in the gut. And that is a 32 to hit.
Retributive strike.
Go for it.
There he goes. No! Great news. This is what's going on. Oh, what?
Oh shit. Fury, that's a critical hit.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
Roll me that damage, bud.
I do it all to protect you, Ritz.
Thank you, my sweet boy.
Built
26.
Diffy.
26 damage. Just for
it's
you.
more than that. Thank you. That is going to actually be... Oh, interesting. No. She has the resistance to all physical damage, including silver, it would seem.
Wow.
So that comes out actually as less. That is 21 damage. You do trigger her holy weakness, but it's not that big compared to Urevian's. So that's going to be, though, her strike on you, Silk. That is going to be, let's see. That's going to be 2d6 plus 6 plus 2d6. Because her opening statement, when she succeeds on that legal lore check, does an extra 2d6 precision damage.
Bruh.
She knows to hit you where it hurts. So, Silk, that's going to be 24 damage to you.
Alright. Thank God she didn't bring up his extortion.
Well, hold on. That's just the first page of the files.
Oh my god!
She is holding a fucking book in her hand, I will say. So 24 damage, but Fiore does protect you, so that will actually be 10 less damage, so it's 12 total.
Okay.
And that is her turn. It is Urevian's turn. And Urevian, in the shadows, he kind of sighs and says, "Oh, forget it. What more should I expect from mortals? You're so obsessed with your stupid short lives that y'all don't even understand that there are more important things at play than your own souls. And with that, he's going to step forward. He moves forward 15 feet. And then he waves the quill he has in his hand, almost like he's cutting through the air. And cinders come down. He is casting Divine Immolation. All of you need to make me a reflex save, please.
Okay.
Ulrich and Silk, that's a success. Tsunemi rolls a nat 20, so I think as this divine flame scorches into you all, she kind of stumbles backwards a little bit. Okay? And Fiore, you fail. Thankfully, though, you do have a resistance to fire. So why does it burn like you don't?
Okay.
You take full damage from this.
Okay.
Because since you would take less fire damage, you're going to take spirit damage instead. And on top of that, you are going to be set on fire. And again, that's going to burn more like it's spirit damage than it is actual damage. So you take 2d6 persistent spirit damage on top of everything else. And this is going to be unholy. Not that it really matters, but, 32 damage. So Ulrich and Silk, you take half. Fiore, you take full. Tsunemi takes absolutely none. How are you doing, Fiore? What goes through your head when that happens?
Ow! It's literally just, oh my god! He's, not used to that. He has gotten, frankly, the way that, an abuelita cooks with oil and will, put her hand, her fingers in the oil for a second. He's gotten used to that. He's used to it, so he's like, oh my god, why does it hurt?
Yeah. Okay. And that is going to be his turn. And he kind of glowers and says, well, I guess the time for negotiating's finally over, huh? Let's get this over with. Another hellbound attorney, opening statement, points and says, Luna, what is the worst crime Ulrich has ever committed? From a legal point of view.
Legal standpoint? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't have a legal business license for his fucking for his fucking herbalism stuff. I don't know. Maybe.
My God.
Oh my god.
Luna, that's bad.
He hasn't had the time.
Listen, he picked up herbalism not too long ago, relatively. So yeah, he hasn't had the time.
Ulrich Revra, you are practicing herbalism without a license, utilizing your friendship with high-ranking politicians in order to avoid paying taxes on your sales.
I quite literally just started doing this maybe a couple years ago and became friends with the mayor a month ago.
And that's an 18, so unfortunately, she kind of flinches when you shoot back, and she goes, "Aw." She starts flicking through her book elsewhere before shrugging. And what she does is she comes up just a little bit closer, and she's going to cast a spell as she inhales and then exhales a blast of fire. Everyone, that is going to be a breathe fire. Everyone needs to make me a reflex save. Fiore, that is a failure. Ulrich, that is a success. And let's see for Tsunemi. And for Tsunemi, that is a failure as well. So that's going to be not a ton of damage, but that is going to be 2d6 fire damage. That's going to be 9 damage. So Fiore, you only take 4 because this is regular fire damage. Ulrich, you take half, and Tsunemi will take the full amount. And then she's going to say, oh, I fucking hate lawyers. And it's her turn. She whips around, and the great thing about crossbows is they can shoot people point blank with no real issues. She's going to hunt the hellbound attorney next to you. Silk, the one that was stabbing you. She's going to hunt this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to make a crossbow strike point blank into them. And that is going to be an 8 plus... Yep, that's a 24 to hit. That's damage. And because she has the precision edge, that's going to front load a lot of this damage into... That's 11 damage. It could have been a lot better, could have been a lot worse. She shoots into the Hellbound Attorney, who does resist some of this. Yep, she shoots her, and she grimaces and says, yeah, take that, fucking love, bitch, fuck me. She starts reloading her crossbow. Silk, it's your turn. Unfortunately, your line of sight to Urevian has gotten a lot more crowded with this lawyer in your face, stabbing you in the gut with a sword cane.
Yeah. That's not very nice. I don't quite like this bitch being next to me. I'll shoot her once. That's gonna be a 27.
A 27 is going to be a hit. Roll me that damage.
That's gonna be 8 damage to her.
Okay, she goes, ah! As you shoot her with a gun.
And then he's gonna shoot 2 more times, but not with regular bullets. He's going to cast 2 action force barrage at 2nd level at Urevian. That's gonna be 6 damage to Urevian.
Okay. He takes that damage and he kind of grunts a little bit, stumbling back a little bit, but you notice he's no longer charging up a spell. He is striding directly towards you guys, like arms swinging as he moves. You get a feeling something bad is coming. And is that your turn, Silk?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Ulrich, it is your turn. Your spell is starting to wear off. You will need to refresh it. There's a Hellbound Attorney trying to tell you shouldn't garden, and there's another one who's telling your boyfriend that he's a criminal. Also, Urevian's here, and he's evil. What do you do?
Well, the thing is, you know how I usually play characters that are very, very blasty, we should say?
Yeah?
That's not Ulrich. Ulrich is going to spend an action re-upping Relling Anthem because his hands are kind of full with the war drums.
Okay, go for it. I'd allow you to bash someone with the fucking sticks.
I mean, yeah, but there's no one, close by.
Yeah.
I am going to then use Healing Wave.
Okay, go for it. What's healing? Oh, this is from your,
This is from the Dev Brooch.
Okay. Interesting. Tell me what Healing Wave does.
You release a wave of positive energy in a 15-foot cone. You and each living creature in the area regain 1d4 vitality HP per level of the relic.
So that'll be 8d4 vitality?
Yep.
Are you casting on Fury and Snem? If you catch her, this will heal her as well, the attorney. So you kind of have to angle this in a way.
Let me see. I want to see if I can get... Ugh, yeah, that's going to be really weird.
You could get... Basically, you can catch Fiore and Sinemi, or you can catch Sinemi and Silk, but not both, because that would also catch the Hellbound Attorney.
Yeah. I think I'll catch Sinemi and Silk, then catch Fiore the next turn.
Okay. So... healing energy shoots out of your dove brooch, and life energy begins to empower it. And just for a second, you feel something stronger inside of it. All of you do. You might be gaining some new powers from your relics, it seems. But that'll be a later thing to figure out. Yeah, those things grow with you, and they should have gotten some before, but it seems they were biding their time, seeing if you were worthy. Taking on Urevian, you seem worthy. So, will you roll me that 8d4 healing?
18.
Okay, and that's going on Silk and Sinemi?
Yep.
Okay, well, Sinemi's back to full health immediately. And Silk, how are you looking?
Okay. I'm looking alright.
You're looking peachy, in fairness. You were doing pretty, there was blood on coming out of your mouth a second ago. You wiped that away and you're looking good as new. And Ulrich, is that your turn?
Yep, that's Ulrich's turn.
Okay. Fiore, it's your turn. Okay. There's bad guys all around you. Urevian is striding here. What do you do?
I think in Fiore's head he goes, I can't let him get that close. And he is going to stride right towards him too. I'll use sudden charge. It's not necessary, but I want to.
Yeah, you can definitely use cut and charge. You strike twice and strike. You ram into this fucking guy.
Actually, do I have to be right next to a person to smite them? It says you single out one enemy to destroy in your deity's name. It's like designated.
Oh yeah, you can see. I think so long as you can see them.
Okay, then that's fine. Then with his first action, he points at Urevian and he says, I am going to kill you, and you are going to go back to hell. He charges towards him, and he's going to attack. 30.
That is a hit by 1. Oh my god, it's because of heroism. Holy shit.
Thank you, KK.
Smile.
Thank you. You're keeping me alive.
Roll me that damage.
17.
17 slashing damage. You cut into him, and as you do, holy light explodes into him, and he goes, ah! And he's stumbling back. That was 27 damage to him. And he glares at you and says, I don't think I can best you in hand-to-hand, paladin. But I can at least kill your fucking friends.
You won't.
Wanna bet? And it is now one of the Hellbound Attorney's turn. Fiore, for what is worth, fiery spirit damage is burning into you. You do not recover, and you take 7 more spirit damage.
Okay.
And it is now one of the Hellbound Attorney's turns. And that Hellbound Attorney is the one who's fighting Silk and Tsunemi. And she kind of grimaces. And she's going to say, all right, you want some more? Why don't we discuss some of your extortion? And Ritz, can you remind me? Can you remind me about the extortion?
I don't even know if I've told you about it. But Silk, when he lived in Absalom, sometimes he would just. It's like how do I describe this? Like evil sugar babying.
Okay.
What?
That doesn't clarify anything. In fact, it raises more questions.
Well, Silk just would, for fun, do quite a bit of things to some really stupid people to get money out of them. Just because he's very pretty and he deserves it.
Okay, man. Sure. Fuck it.
I thought you hear from Fiore's, what the fuck, man?
She explains in great detail a list of victims and a list of actions, and it is a not safe for podcast. And that's going to be a legal lore check.
Dear God.
And that's going to be a 25 against your will DC. What's your will DC?
My will DC is a 27.
Okay. So that doesn't work. Silk, why doesn't it not work?
Technically, it wasn't legal because they did it of their own volition.
She grimaces and says, and she is then just going to bop you. Actually, no, I think she is going to breathe fire in your face. Make me a reflex save.
Okay. Ooh, shit. 22.
That is a failure. You are going to take full damage from... That's 13 fire damage to you, Silk.
Youch. I don't like that. That hurts.
Well, you know what's going to hurt more? It's Urevian's turn. And the Urevian grins, and then he rushes you, Fiore, and then, again, click, he's gone. Flash step. He is unfortunately going to cast Translocate to be behind Tsunemi. He teleports to be on the other side of her, which is next to you, Silk. And he grimaces and says, "Such a disappointment, Mr. Witchhelm. I really did think you'd make good on your word to take Carmen here yourself. That would have saved your life, you know." And then a diabolic quill slashes into your throat. And that is going to be a 34 to hit.
Retributive strike?
He's gone.
He teleported.
I know.
Oh, wait. He's on the other side of Tsunemi. You have your bow, but he has cover. So he will have a +1 to his AC here.
That's okay.
Are you also within 15 feet?
Oh, hold on. Everything is... No,
That's not going to work.
Ah, 25.
He teleported out of your range. And if it hadn't been for Rallying Anthem, by the way, that would have been a critical hit. Because that was a hit by 9. His AC was boosted by 1. A hit by 10's a crit. Let's roll that damage. Whop! That's 24 damage, Silk. That would have knocked you down.
Yeah.
And you are also now bleeding. Yeah, that's 22, because you have some resistance from Rallying Anthem. But you are now bleeding badly from the throat. And, shit, he has the fatal trait on this weapon? Jesus, you would have been decimated, Silk.
Yeah.
He would have done the equivalent of quadruple damage against you.
That would have killed him.
Yeah, that could have killed you, genuinely. He then turns and says, "And you, Mr. Revra, pick a side of the fence, don't sit on it." And that's going to be a second strike. Oh, no, it's not. He's out of actions, because he teleported here. But he is getting ready to strike you on his next turn. You see that quill coated in Silk's blood, and it's coming for you. It's the other Hellbound's attorney's turn. She turns and looks at you, Fiore, and grits her teeth and says, "And where to even begin with Mr. Sunchaser? Vigilantism, arrested for it no less. Mr. Sunchaser, despite being a champion of justice, believes the law is his to control, while that is simply not true." And of course, Fiore, you don't believe that for a second. That is a 19 against your will DC. That is a failure.
Fiore goes, "It's my job to do justice."
She grimaces and says, "I agree to disagree." And then she's gonna fucking bop you with her stick. That's a 17 to hit.
A 17?
Yep. That's
a crit fail.
That's gonna be stuck. Her weapon gets lodged in a nearby surface. And she grimaces, "No, for heaven's sake," as it gets caught in like some of the rocky recesses. She has taken action to kind of yank it out. That is going to be a DC 20 athletics check. She is untrained in athletics. That's just going to be a D20 +1. That's a crit fail. It's super stuck in there. She lets go. For heaven's sake. It's Tsunemi's turn. She turns, she sees Urevian, and she goes, "Oh, shit." And Urevian says, "What's the matter, girl? Don't worry. I'm not going to be putting you back in the prison cell. Your bones, lady." And she goes, fuck. And she's going to do the smart thing and run away. She backs out the hellish doors. And then she's going to shoot at the Hellbound attorney. And that is going to be a natural 1. Oh my god, she falls! As she's running, she trips. Whoops. That's where she rolls.
Ow.
Whoops. She's now prone. She grimaces and she's going to get up, but that means that her crossbow is not loaded. And Silk, it's your turn.
Yeah, ow. Fuck. I think Silk is going to step to the other side of Urevian weakly. Because that fucking sucks.
I see what you're doing.
But now these two are in a line for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be another fucking lightning bolt. And this time, if it doesn't hit, I'm killing myself live on air.
Okay. Rich's life is on the line, everyone. For Urevian, that's going to be a 34. That is a success. But not a critical success. He does not get out of the way. In fact, I think he turns to look at you. Meanwhile, the Hellbound Attorney, that is a success as well, but she's really low on HP. Roll me that damage.
35 total.
Against this lovely lady here, that's going to be 17 damage. She's barely holding on. The lightning that has passed through her, she's like, lets it as she's stumbling back, eyes wide. And it's Urevian. He is going to take less than that. He is going to take 11 damage. And I think he turns to you and grins and says, Mr. Witchhelm, you didn't see me buffing myself before? I know what spells y'all cast. I've been watching you. I know when to cast resist energy on myself, son!
You know when to shut up?
Yeah. He is raising that quill, ready to strike you down. I think he's had enough of you, I'm afraid. Ulrich, it's your turn.
Bitch, I've had enough of him.
Oh, Silk, by the way, you're bleeding out. That's going to be 8 more damage. How much HP are you at?
I'm at 7 HP.
And you have currently 2d6 bleed damage, and you failed on your recovery check from it. Silga, it's entirely possible that you just die now. If he gets you again with a crit, and then you continue bleeding out, that's bedtime for Bonzo.
Don't ever call him Bonzo again.
Starring Ronald Reagan.
I want... Shalik Ambrosia Wishhelm has nothing to do with Ronald fucking Reagan.
They started a movie with him once.
I don't think any of our characters want anything to do with Ronald Reagan.
I tried thinking of one that would, but you're right. Ulrich, it's your turn. You can barely see Silk around this kind of like protrusion in the cave wall, but you can't see him. He's dying.
Yeah, the thing is, he can still see him, and immediately 4th rank soothe.
Oh, shit.
49 healing.
Hot. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god, Silk, you're almost back to full.
God damn. Damn.
Well, how much HP is that? That's 56 out of 64 HP. Not bad.
Yeah, holy shit. Thank God Silk has a boyfriend like Ulrich.
Revian looks at you, Ulrich, and says, I wasn't done with him.
Ulrich is angry. He is so fucking pissed. And he goes, the second you hurt another person I care about, I'm putting you several feet under. And goes for an attack with his drums.
Bop him with your fucking, your little drumsticks. I will say that these are a improvised weapon. You'll do 1d6 damage with these if they hit.
I still have 2 hero points. Is it worth it? Defense. This is also relying on rallying at them. Alright, hero point, why not? 32.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
Woo, 11 damage.
He takes less. He takes a little less. He takes 1 damage, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you do. I keep referencing Castlevania because he's just a very Castlevania type of guy. It's that scene where Trevor Belmont punches Dracula and he goes, "You must be the Belmont." Like you hit him, and he kind of like, ugh. And then he looks back completely unimpressed, and he twirls that quill around in his fingers. And Fiore, it is your turn. What are those surface thoughts in your head saying now?
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh shit, everyone gonna hear that.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm literally gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him right now.
Your smite is still active, and you can come grab him. He is, I think, 20 feet away from you.
Yeah. Fiore runs toward him, and he's going to attack.
Oh my god.
Never mind, you guys. I love God, and all of his glory. I will be going to church this Sunday. I'm not going to church this Sunday. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. That could be bad for me. He has a lot of HP left, so it should be fine. Roll me.
38.
Okay, that is half
oh my god,
HP
wait.
gone. What?
Wait, look at the critical hit deck.
What did you get with the critical hit card? What did you
Slashing,
get?
Rupture
Oh my
abdominal
fucking
cavity.
God.
Triple damage. The target is fatigued.
Oh boy.
That's 57 fucking
57
damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, plus 10?
Yeah.
So that's 67 damage. Oh my god. He has 4 HP left.
So there's this dice.
He is like getting ready to cut your throat, Ulrich, and then suddenly, Fiore, how does this happen?
It's kind of like he's the thought in his head goes, I need to get there. And he runs like an animal, rushing towards him, and it's like one motion, like it's too fast for Urevian to see. He slashes right into his gut, and he goes, I said I'd kill you first.
Oh, I'm so happy you're my boyfriend. Fuck! Okay, I'm good.
What did I do?
I fell a little bit in love, that's what.
Well.
So that's he is fatigued as well? Okay, what's fatigued do? That's gonna be a -1 to his AC and saves? He
You're welcome, guys.
stumbles back and he goes, You abominable son of a bitch! Why couldn't you just take the deal? God damn it all!
I'm gonna raise my shield,
Yeah?
and I'm going to use
Oh, you son of a bitch.
my lion. I'm gonna use my lion.
Okay. The lion shield is gonna take out the lion devil.
I have
Get
another
it?
hero.
Get
I
it?
have another fucking hero point, you guys. I have another hero point. So if I fail at this, I'm gonna use the fucking hero point.
That is totally fair.
Make me that attack roll.
I feel like a feral animal right now. I'm gonna use a fucking hero point, you guys. I'm gonna use a fucking hero point.
Okay. I just want you to know before you use it, I have a little thing that shows me your chances. You have a 5% chance of a critical success, a 25% chance of success, a 45% chance of a fail, and a 25% chance of a critical failure. I'm just letting you know what your odds are right now.
I know.
Oh, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat here. It'll be bad if he survives.
29.
Fiore Sunchaser, how do you do this?
So it's literally a lion, right?
Yeah, the lion shield is the face of a lion.
Like he slashes and he skids to a stop, and he raises the shield, and it roars and pounces onto him and bites down into that wound.
Okay. Into his
man.
guts? His guts that are pouring out of him?
Yeah.
Oh, nasty. The lion shield sinks its fangs in. Roll me that damage.
15.
He takes 25 and he has 4 HP left. Fiore Sunchaser, your shield plunges into the guts of Urevian, and he screams out in fury as suddenly he ignites. No. Oh, no, you know what happens? Oh, shit, brother. Okay, As this plunges in, he stumbles back and he lets out, no! And then you guys hear something. Rattling? And your eyes flick around. Where is that coming from? And he's looking around like, no! No, god damn it, no! I still can do it! I can... Just one more chance! and there are shadowy chains snaking around the floor like serpents. They wrap around his ankles and his wrists, and they start pulling him towards the pentagram he has carved in front of his desk at the back of the room. And says, "No, I can get you his soul, please! No!" And as Urevian is dragged, bleeding out to the plane of shadows, to the home of the Chitons, to whom he owes the soul of Carmen Rajani, you hear Urevian, the contract devil, scream out, "No!" And there's a flash of darkness, and he's gone. It is the turn of the two lawyer devils, and they send a look to each other, and they say, "Well, that was an interesting case." Yes, no, a very interesting case. Let's see if we can get you a recess. We will contact you again later. And they fucking translocate out of there. Boom, boom, they're gone. One says, "Reconvened," and they're gone. And you guys have survived and bested Urevian. Holy shit, how are we doing?
Ulrich immediately goes and checks on both of his friends and goes, "Is everybody okay?"
Ow.
Fury's a little bit on fire. Silk is bleeding from his throat. The wound has more or less closed over, but still happening. And Tsunemi is on the other side of the door staring at you guys going, "Ooh."
Alright, well then Ulrich is going to cast another 4th rank soothe on Fiore.
Thank you.
And take out bandages to help Silk with the bleeding.
At least he's gone now.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be a problem for anyone ever again.
No. I'm sure they've got him locked up tight.
Bitch. And he's like, holding his throat.
Are you okay? He really got you. I'm sorry. I was trying to shoot, but he was too far, and Tsunemi was right there, and I didn't want to hit her.
You're fine.
Ulrich takes out an elixir of life because I keep forgetting that I have those. Ooh. So that's a 15 health to Silk.
I want to go through his files.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to make a perception check to rummage through his shit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So, Silk, you rummage through his stuff, and you see there are a lot of very interesting legal writings in here, actually. You reckon, if you knew someone who liked to buy rare texts, perhaps, you might be able to sell these for, you want to estimate 900 gold?
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Fiore, you are so fucking zonked out. You don't want to fucking think about this. This is disgusting. But also, maybe, at the same time, you did, despite everything, overcome him. He wasn't able to stop you. He wasn't able to corrupt you. You were a hero. You allowed your fate to save the lives of your friends. Maybe you are more than just a devil. Ulrich, you walk over to that fucking pentagram and you pick up the fucking quill he dropped. That is a magic item that I think maybe one of you will be very interested in. It is called a Quill of Passage. It is a black feathered quill with a glowing nib with a small amount of glowing ink inside of it, and once per day you can place the tip of the quill against a wall of wood, plaster, or stone and speak a command word to cause the ink to flow from the nib and draw a doorway. Casting Magic Passage, which creates a tunnel 10 foot deep.
I grab it.
Oh, you deserve
Ulrich,
that.
Ulrich goes, "Silk,
Yes?
I think you would like this." He hands over the quill.
What is it? Give me that.
He fucking snaps it.
Well, Silk, are you happy? Are you pleased
Yes.
to have...
Yes.
You were like, I can't believe you took away my ghostly portal paint. Me looking over his loot. It'll be fine, I think. I will say, Silk, you can store up to 50 bulk worth of paper in your librarian staff.
Yes!
Which means you can take all of these books back and net yourself a tidy 300 gold each.
Fuck yes, I do. I take all of them.
Okay. Would everyone like to add 300 gold to their sheet?
Damn.
300.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Morlevin, I'm so fucking glad that you're a rich gay man.
I think Snemi kind of wanders over and she looks around and she kind of huffs and says, so, yeah. Shit, I feel I didn't really contribute to that as much as I would have liked. I don't think I would have been able to take on that by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But now what? Am I good? Like, nothing's changed since yesterday, right? You're good with me coming to Otari?
Well, yeah. Do you plan on hurting people in Otari?
I mean, you know how it is, Fiore. I'm a champion. It's in my nature to bite.
He looks at her unimpressed.
She doesn't look like she's bragging. She looks a little sad about it. Like, yeah, it's inevitable. We're both champions, and you know that I can't stop myself.
Fiоре's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? It's not in your nature to bite. People just tell you that. You don't have to live any way that anybody says that you're supposed to. I didn't. There are really, really evil people in the world who are Empyreans. There are really good Cambions. You don't have to be anything.
So you trust me? She kind of like averts her eyes, almost like she's embarrassed.
I mean, I trust you. You don't have to turn your life around and join the clergy. That's not what I mean. But you don't have to live the way that you were. And I certainly don't. I don't not care that you did bad things. But I'm also not gonna hold you to your past. And I think you definitely have... Not that I believe in punishment over rehabilitation. You were trapped in a dungeon for a year upside down. I really don't think that you need any more of dealing with that type of thing.
What about the rest of you? I know he's a champion. He's supposed to say nice things.
Wow.
He's like, I believe them. He starts fussing around with a bookcase.
He is supposed to be nice, but he is also supposed to be truthful, right?
Yeah, I can't lie. It gives me sunburns.
I do have to admit you're very charming, and I do like you. Now.
Only took me a few days, that's good.
Should have taken longer, considering he thinks about how she fucking stole his gun.
Yeah, but then she was kind of cunty about it, so...
Yeah, Soka's like, oh, wait a minute.
She's serving.
She's serving cunt.
I think it kind of crosses his arms and he's like,
I never really had much opinion about you when I saw your posters anyways. Not my business.
I'm flattered.
I bet.
So what, should I just follow you guys home? I'm hardly gonna get a job as a grocer.
Fiore thinks about some of the places, about one place in town that she might end up finding a job, and he goes, I have a feeling you'll find something.
What place are you thinking of?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of guilds would hire someone like her.
So, what? I guess we just head back now? If you guys want to keep going deeper in the dungeon, I heard you talking about there's like that weird elevator.
Fuck no.
Well, I do want to go
after,
down.
like in the future, I mean.
Oh, in the future? Yes, we're...
There's a weird elevator, and then I guess there's that rocky stairway down that's blocked. But I guess there's no one stopping you from figuring out how to activate either of those, right?
Yeah. we just need to go tell the kobolds that the things are safe, and then we can leave for the day. I mean, I usually would be like, let's go explore the dungeon more. But
what about that metal monster?
Are you
talking about Wanda?
No. The other one, the actual metal monster. The one that was like screaming and roaring.
Oh,
we have to...
What floor was she? What floor was she on again?
Yes.
Is it 4?
The fort. It's 2 floors up from here.
Yes, the 4th floor.
There's a lady on the 4th floor. We need to tell about that.
We could stop on the way.
Why don't we? It's been a while, and I kind of want to deal with that. And then we can
Tsunemi, you're gonna love this girl.
I really don't think I am. I'm not loving anything
They're
about
a
this
fucking
dungeon.
riot.
Okay. You know what? You know what, Witchhelm? I take your word for it. I am going to love this lady. She's going to be my new best friend. We'll go skipping through daisies together, holding hands.
You will.
Skipping through daisies holding hands isn't a bad thing.
It does not match my image, dude.
I don't think. I think you'll find that she's not the type to be skipping through daisies.
I think you'll find me neither, dude. Anyway, fucking whatever. Should we go?
Yeah, let's handle things and head back, and then you can see Otari.
Okay. Hey.
I'll give you the tour.
Good job in saving the town, everyone.
You too.
Oh, don't speak so soon.
For the day.
We still have how many floors left?
Oh, wait.
Let's take the victories where we can.
Fair enough.
So.
I fucking guess.
Fiore, Ulrich, Silk, and Tsunemi. And Borbo. The 4 of you start making your way back through the dungeon. The prison is empty. The laboratory has been saved from the Sugati scientists. The arena is safe. You have made the vaults so far a much kinder place to live. We see the Hellscale kobolds starting to reclaim the prison floor, although they appear to be drafting up plans as dictated by Helgra, who wishes to return to her ancestral homeland and engage with this strange magic of democracy. We see revelers in the Warped Brew Tavern, Shadow Malice playing as a giant green disembodied hand dances on a table. We see Dromai making sketches in her sketchbook, eager to be led deeper into the dungeon by you all. We see a lady made of metal. We see a lady clad in strange metal armor walk almost reverently towards the Ore Gorger's isolation cage, exhaling in relief as she sees her one true love, who, for what it's worth, immediately tries to eat her.
Clad in metal.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We see Wanda the Wandering Machine slowly circling through the floors, unable to get any deeper into the vaults. But maybe something else will come and help her. And we see Otari. We see Doriana Menheims playing with other children her age. She falls and slips in the mud, and she giggles as she gets back up. Mayor Menheims is reading over a letter with a furrowed brow. What on earth do you mean, another political party opening in Otari? Hellscale kobolds?
I'm so sorry.
It's gonna have to explain that one.
Ulrich, like, so there's these kobolds.
While he's getting his fucking business license. So, by the way.
Just so you're aware.
Carmen Rajani sits in a cell alone, and a figure comes to the doorway. A dwarven woman with a symbol of Sarenrae around her neck.
Oh my god.
We see Galentine's deliveries. She has received a letter that we have some visitors coming to this town soon, and that they will need room and board. She sees the seal of a very powerful noble house printed into the back, one from a nation quite a fair bit away from here. The River Kingdoms?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, what?
Hello?
What? Hello?
And we see
Crossover event that we didn't see coming?
the Elevator. Infernal energy cloaks the thing, guarded by an almost impossible riddle. But if one were to figure out this riddle, you see that it leads deeper into a realm unlike the rest of the vaults. We see mushrooms as tall as trees. We see a bog with churning mud, and from deep inside a cave, 2 ugly green serpentine eyes open, and acidic smoke spews from a creature's nose. We see a grave knight dragging his Vihander as he walks through the temple of Nimbalot, and he drops to one knee and breathes out.
My lady, they have taken the book from the vaults.
And the glowing figure floating before him sighs in disappointment. Is that so? That's going to be slightly problematic, but it'll be all the more satisfying, my cousin, when I grab the Fogfen few by their throats and rip their entrails out through their mouths. I'm almost looking forward to it. And there, floating, Belcora Harovex grimaces. If 4 heroes couldn't beat me before, how on Galarian do they assume that 3 will be able to do it now? And thus ends Book 2 of Abomination Vaults, as we finally come towards the exciting conclusion of our adventure in the final book, Book 3, Eyes of Empty Debt. Windy 2002, Als, Millie, Brobear, Cell Ravau, The Protease Inhibitor, Acid Dialogue, River Sports Artist, Horror Superfan, Horror Fan, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Princess Alavi, Emily is Gay, Meow Mai, Abyssal Chimera, Knight the Werewolf Teacher, Actually a Bot, A Sleepy Bear, Kyle Damon, Soul Grease Lobo, Phoebe Jeebies, Lux Rexus, Tony Saunders, Mita, Arave, Mott, Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Aries, Alexander Crizzle, Skyly, Blurst Hellion, Genuinely Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Bal Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Jonathan Love, G. Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Simon Strange, Seth, Rain, Gizmo, Cass, Fable McElduff, Ava, Remty Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C, Natasha Lumley, Reflux, Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emily Laderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Seeker, and Dane Valley III.
Hey there, Hugh from Moderation here. If you like today's show, why not have a listen to Board Gamers Anonymous, one of the longest running board game podcasts out there. Join Anthony and Chris every week as they discuss everything in the board game world, from card games to miniature games and more. They talk about some of their favourites and hopefully help you find your next ones. If you want to check the show out, you can find more information at podderation.com.